Girl, you know what's up. You know what's
Season
up.
2 of Empire.
Season 2 of Empire opened with several bangs.
I loved it. Where do we start?
Everywhere.
Well, I want to start with Cookie's outfit. What was that peacock concoction? I didn't like that.
It was feathers. It was reminiscent of Heidi Klum's outfit. Maybe birds are in.
No, it was not working. I did not like that as the opening outfit.
Andre Leon Talley looked at her. He said, "Last season."
I know.
Lots of shade being thrown. And like the opening moments, like Don Lemon, oh my goodness.
I don't like the job you did in,
What she said the wrong city. She's like, and then she called her, and then Cookie called Portia brain dead. I love that. I love how they were the jobs at each other.
But I like how they brought real life. Once again, no, we got to be careful with real life.
Yeah,
because 50 Cent's upset right now.
Right.
Because
of course he is.
Somebody threw some shade on 50 Cent. I think it was Cookie.
She did. She said thirsty ass.
Exactly. And guess what he responded to that?
What did he say?
Saying that he banged her. So, oh well. Now I don't know if he was joking about the show or what, but it was on TMZ today.
Why is your skin so thin? I don't understand. Because like he's behind that show Power, which is much like Empire, except it takes itself way too seriously. Right. You know, share the wealth.
I know, but he did get, she got shade on him, and he was like, well, I got that. I banged her, so and that was the response. But so they need to be a little careful about that because some people are sensitive.
You know what? Lee Daniels is not known for being careful. You know, Sean Penn just sued him for defamation. Yes, Sean Penn sued Lee Daniels, the co-creator, because he was saying that
what?
Lee Daniels said in an interview with someone that, hey, Terrence Howard hasn't done anything more than Sean Penn or Marlon Brando, talking about domestic violence allegations. And Sean Penn is like, whoa. They investigated me, but I never been convicted of anything or anything like that. And look at all the charitable stuff.
They need to be careful.
So nice. But the thing about that suit is that's hard to prove. You're a public figure.
It is hard to prove.
He can say what he wants to.
He can be upset and mad about it, but it is going to be hard to prove.
But they're writing this stuff in. My favorite part was the Don Lemon, though. It was like, but he did mess up with that N word.
But it was so great to see Don Lemon do that guest appearance. I was not expecting that. And I was not expecting Al Sharpton
either. They threw much shade at them.
They did.
Yeah, but I love the social and political commentary that was woven throughout this episode, even though it was still as fabulous as usual. Right. I mean, the whole thing about mass incarceration and giving the statistics on how many black men are behind bars. But when Lucian steps up and says, game over.
I know. Let's talk about, I want to talk about people making intros. What was Chris Rock doing? Chris Rock is not a hardened criminal.
He went from Pookie to Nino overnight.
That was just, I saw your tweet on that. That was just a bad casting call to me. But you know what I saw? One of these sites had it. Apparently he was supposed to be, I don't know if you remember when Cookie referred to Hannibal or something like that in relation to Chris Rock.
Right.
Because his character at one point was supposed to be eating meat, like flesh, human flesh.
Oh, ew.
When he was eating that food, this is what I don't know, one of the sites had it. But he was supposed to be eating human flesh, but Fox thought it was just too gruesome.
Well, yeah, that's enough.
But that's why she called him Hannibal, because apparently the writers wanted that in there.
They wanted him to be a
Fox
cannibal.
Was like,
no, we already had Hannibal the Cannibal. He was over on NBC, and people love that show, so let him stay
But doesn't that make sense? Because they try to make Chris Rock be kind of creepy, but he didn't do anything creepy.
He was a little more menacing, but I don't know if he's a great enough actor to kind of pull that off. Because
I kept thinking of him being on crack, girl. I could not even get past Pookie.
He is forever and always Pookie. It's just an issue that black actors tend to carry their characters with them from role to role.
That's true.
Because Taraji will always be...
she's gonna always be Cookie.
Yeah,
that
Cookie has obliterated the person she was always before then, which was from Mama's Boy.
That's right.
Or whatever that movie was.
But you know what? Thinking of casting, what were they thinking about giving that prosecutor all that cleavage?
But
my husband was like, she's hanging out.
I was very happy to see Tyra though show up because she is a really good actress, and she was the one black actress they were missing on the show. Although, there's this website I love called FameTracker.com, and they do this thing called 2 stars, 1 slot. My only problem is they got the 2 stars that are in 1 slot, Tyra Farrell and Tasha Smith. They got the same slot. You got to have one or the other. I don't know about both.
That's right.
That's a little scary. But Marissa Tomei.
When the girl, you interviewed her.
When I talked with Marissa Tomei, I asked her, could she tell me a little bit about her character? And she could not, and did not. And now I see maybe why, because her character is out there.
Her character's obviously she's a lesbian.
Yes, she's a hardcore
Anika
lesbian.
slept with her, and apparently it didn't work. Anika.
She called her Anita, remember?
Oh, that's right. She said, that's not my name. And they're like, that's not
Cookie
important.
said, Anita, go and dance with her. And then my favorite line the whole night, I thought I told you to sleep with her. I did. You can't even dyke right.
Dang, it was unhinged.
It was unhinged the whole night. No, it was all these one-liners. Like when Becky told Hakeem and Jamal, she was like, "You're rude, you're crude, and both of you are socially unacceptable."
I loved her in it. She was great. No, what was your favorite part though? Let me get to that because I have a favorite part. Well, no, but you got to give me one scene that you loved.
I like the scene where Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson, where she finally went to visit him in jail, and they had the playful banter, and then he was like, you know what? I don't know how I can hate you and love your ass at the same time.
Yes,
that was my favorite scene.
No, that wasn't my favorite scene, though. My favorite scene was when Chris Rock thought killing. Remember, he told him to kill Lucius. Right. Lucius had already bought them all.
Bought everybody.
He's all like, no. And then Lucius said, no, kill him. Yeah. Make it loud.
Because Lucius makes a good point. You might be feared in the streets, but I know how to get the streets to come to me.
Exactly. That was my favorite part.
Lucius, all he had to do was put out a little money. He paid a mortgage.
Yeah. Take care of somebody's medical bills or something.
And then somebody else he just found who liked to kill people. He's like, okay, he just liked to kill people. That's all I got to give him.
Somebody wanted some music paper.
But it was great.
Pookie
died just like he died in New Jack City.
He didn't last long, but I'm glad because his character was just not believable. He is not a hardened thug.
He didn't need to. Well, I guess up next is Ludacris. I think Ludacris is supposed to be a CO, prison guard.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, I was reading about how... I guess coming in the season, Lucius is going to make a jailhouse record, right?
I saw that.
Kind of like how, do you remember when T.I. in Atlanta was in jail and shot the video, and everybody got in trouble? Everybody in the jail got in trouble,
but he did it.
Yeah.
No, I will tell you, Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Smollett, yes.
Who plays Jamal.
Yeah.
I just don't like the role they're having him play. He's so mean.
Well,
he's snapping at everybody.
But if you notice, he's internalizing everything. He's snapping at everybody because I think he realizes he's out of his depth. And he said, when I talked to him, we were talking about the maturation of his character. Right. And he said that he's not the same dude. He can't be the same dude because of all he's been through. And now he's trying to live up to what his father left him.
I know.
His father said, I need a monster. But the monster is already in place. Cookie is the monster. Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Naturally.
But then she smacked him a couple of times, trying to smack some sense into him.
And he was just like, we got that over with? All right. And somebody on Twitter, and I thought it was
but
the
he was very
upset
upset after he shut the door.
Right.
He was crying.
Somebody on Twitter said America's favorite couple just broke up.
I hated that part.
Yeah, but it was.
I liked them together. But Hakeem and her getting really close, as you could tell.
It was a power play on his part. It was something he felt like he had to do.
Right.
It really was, and so I like the slower pace of this season. I mean, a lot of stuff happened, but I like the fact that they're letting us see little build-ups of character.
Right.
Like last season, Jamal might as well have been a poster boy. I hate using that term, but it accurately describes it. Yeah. He might as well have been a poster boy for coming out and entertainment. True. And this year, we're seeing shades to his gayness.
Exactly. Like he didn't seem too comfortable with that man that was obviously very flamboyant.
He was put off with Miss Lawrence because Miss Lawrence used to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Heck of a voice.
Yeah, he used to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and so recognizable faces all throughout it. More recognizable faces.
They did seem to slow it up too.
Yeah,
because the first editions last time we went from Cookie getting out to Bam Bam Bam. She's about running.
No.
And you're right. It was slow, and I kind of like that.
We got 3 months later. I like it because it's giving me time to digest things and to learn more about each character. Because right now, there's not a sympathetic person in that bunch.
Wait a minute.
You just gotta pick the devil you like and stay with him.
Yeah.
And look at it.
Yeah, because they killed Uncle Vernon, Andre, and his.
Yeah. Everybody killed somebody or got somebody killed. I mean, Cookie is the devil I'm riding with. Yeah. Cookie's the devil I'm riding with. But okay.
But it sounds like they're going to start a new company too, though.
Yes. More Empire, more all the time. We know it's coming. Cookie's moving to start. But what ended? Honey, somebody had died on the haves and have-nots.
Yes,
and
Lord.
I didn't see it coming, but I should have seen it coming.
Yes. Quincy.
He should.
Father of Candace's baby.
Father of Quincy Jr. You know what? We should have
saw that.
We should have saw that. You know why? Wish fulfillment. We wanted other people to die. We wanted other people to die.
He's so insignificant.
He is.
We didn't think about
it because
bye, Quincy. I'm glad you're gone. You wasted a lot of showtime.
You wasted a lot of time, Quincy. Because I started thinking about it when I saw her stabbing him. I was like, wait a minute. I don't think he said more than 3 words in 6 episodes.
But they both kind of killed him. Yeah. Her and because they both were.
They both stabbed him. I mean,
I'm glad he's gone.
It was a very stabby episode.
But you know what? Hannah, who is in a tight position, she got custody of the kids.
But now they're going to do a site visit.
But you know what? She's going to have to go stay with her son. She's going to have to go stay
in
the house that Candace bought. And that's
with Benjamin, who seduced Veronica.
Tyler Perry, thank you for coming back with a strong show.
And now they got video. It was some cliffhangers. I mean, it was about 5 cliffhangers.
Well, Veronica seems to want her husband back now.
No, Veronica wants him to be governor.
No, she does, but she did feel bad after that lady.
She didn't feel bad enough to keep her nookie to herself.
Well, that's true. You're right. Okay, you're right. Because she did hook up with Penny after she found out.
She turned that clothes sign all the way around. It did like a 360 open for business.
I wish they would kind of stop them from sleeping together. There's no chemistry there. I can't get into it. I have to almost turn away.
Yeah.
Cover my eyes like my daughter.
It's almost nasty at this point.
Well, I'm glad. Tyler Perry, it ended great. I can't wait for the next season of Have-Nots. We got Scandal returning Thursday today.
Okay, now I watched Rosewood because Empire, Fox, y'all didn't have to try so hard on Rosewood. You bracketed with Empire on both sides. You showed me special scenes from Empire during the commercial break. You didn't have to try that hard because hello, Mars Chestnut.
No, how was it? Did you watch the show or just him?
Both.
Tommy had to laugh at that one. Okay.
It wasn't bad, but I'm going to give it one more chance, and then I might have to take my series recording off of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we got Scandal. There's so much stuff. We have to limit ourselves.
Scandal's coming up Thursday night. Okay. Now, everybody's talking about the Pope. Speaking of Olivia Pope, everybody's talking about Pope Francis.
Nice transition.
Girl, thank you. That's what I do. He came out swinging.
I know.
His first words were about immigration.
I know.
He came out like Ali.
Talking about borders.
Yeah,
and I was like,
uppercuts.
Here we go.
And then I was listening to his speech this morning to the joint session, and he came out swinging again. I think Rubio was over there crying. In fact, I'm sure he was.
The Pope came unhinged. And this is his first appearance before Congress. So that was
and John Lewis was sitting there rocking like he was in the amen corner.
No, wait a minute.
I can't wait for him to go.
Leave John Lewis alone.
You know I love me some John Lewis. I got a picture of me and John Lewis. Tell me I'm going to send it to you. I love me some John Lewis. Girl, I was walking across my campus, Florida A&M University in Rattlers. I was walking across my campus, and there he was.
Oh.
That's what's beautiful about going to an HBCU, a historically black college or university. You never know who you're going to run into on campus.
I like how you had to define that because some in the audience might not know what an HBCU is.
I have to help them out, and I try to help them out without throwing shade.
Well, let's talk about, it's the State Fair.
Right, State Fair. It starts tomorrow.
We're going to have so much coverage in the Dallas Morning News, dallasnews.com. Yeah. Download the app. It's free and it's lovely.
But I'm so mad they're not going to let me take my selfie stick in.
Oh, I saw that.
I was finally going to get a good
things are
picture.
Dangerous.
What I'm going to beat Big Tex with it.
That's a visual.
Look, I was finally going to get a decent selfie of me and Big Tex because I had the dang stick, and now they tell me something I can't bring it in.
Well,
what I'm going to do with this here, I'm going to poke the bear.
Stop it, Don. Say for people, I apologize. And I know y'all follow me on Twitter, and please follow Still From the Hip on Twitter. That's our show, and Don apologizes too.
No, I don't. They got ostrich races. That's no meaner than me with a selfie stick.
On that note, I got to get back to work.
They're raising my cholesterol. And they know I got
our state fair.
Girl, they know I got a biometric screen in the past.
Now she going off to work.
3 out of 5.
I apologize.
3 out of 5. I'm already giving them fat. I'm spotting them fat. Okay, so I'm big.
Let's go ahead and conclude this session right now. It was great. Please watch us. Follow us on Twitter at Still From The Hip. We love you. Stay fair. We're sorry. I can't wait to get there.